Good morning. It's Monday, May 5th, 2025. It's been raining this weekend, and it was still sprinkling this morning. But I'm going to open my store, not this one, my book and media store down in the other location. But first, I am down here shipping off everything that sold over the weekend. I had 12 eBay sales. I just forgot. I have to grab the Amazon sales. Okay, I pulled out the Amazon sales, which were these two CDs, Sleeping Under the Stars, and this person, Renee Bondi. One sold for $10, one sold for $3.99, and the rest, all the other 12 sales, were on eBay, which is the usual for me. I actually had 4 lots, and all of this, which is mostly books. Let's talk about the lots first. Some of these I listed recently. This one is all musicals, Broadway musicals. It sold for $24.99. There are 13 of them. That's right, cassette tapes. $24.99 for cassette tapes. As long as they're from the same genre and you price it right, you can sell this stuff. Fiddler on the Roof, Phantom of the Opera, Man of La Mancha, Grease, Beauty and the Beast. So keep that in mind. This was from, where was this from? From a donation. So that sold. That was listed fairly recently. This was listed a while ago. These are Pottery Barn CDs. So when Pottery Barn used to put out lots and lots of CDs, I collected them. Well, not personally, but I collected them to sell. And there are 19. There's 19 in here. It sold for $59.99. This did take a while to sell. I listed these last year, but that's fine to wait a while to sell something for $60. A nice long tail collection of Pottery Barn CDs. So if you get enough of them together, do your research, see what they're selling for, can sell for good money. These two just sold the complete Riverworld novels by Philip Jose Farmer. It's a box set. There are, I don't know how many. I don't know if I want to take it out. I showed it to you in the other. I don't want to take it out, but I think there's 5. There's 5 novels in the set, in the box set, and then this one I added. These are all from the 20 boxes of books that were donated. So this sold for $49.99. So be on the lookout for that. That was a really nice sale. This is that Isaac Asimov The Foundation trilogy. It's a box set, so it's in an actual box. 3 books in there, and that sold for $29.99. That also came from those 20 boxes of books. I told you I knew that there would be quality stuff in there. I've already sold 2 lots. And the one other book that I listed, the Carl Jung book, which came from that, and I still have 15 more boxes to go through, and I guarantee you those are going to be other really good stuff to sell on eBay for good money. The rest of this was all individual. The Arusha Windmill. This was a donation from a while ago, a construction manual. I actually took an offer on it just because it had been sitting for a little bit. $20 plus shipping. And this one sold for $18.40. This came from my second bookstore. Pulled it off the shelf. And it is Wodehouse, who's a really well-known author back in his day, from 1937, The Crime Wave at Blandings. Much older book. Took a while to sell. This was a local buy of $80 I made last year. Been a year exactly. And it sold for $13.79 plus shipping. About a flower show in 2009. So you just never know what's going to sell. This one took a long time. This is a CD, $9.20, free shipping. Wouldn't be worth listing again. This was a really nice sale. This came from a donation last year in February. The book is, I don't know how old the book is. I don't know if it has a date. The Odyssey of Homer. I guess it's in French. I don't know what the date is, but it's a very old book. You can see the spine. It sold for $50 plus shipping. Really cool book. It took a long time to sell. but a nice sale. This one sold, I just got this as a donation in February of this year. It sold for $31.99. Dig Infinity, Life and Art of Lord Buckley. It's supposed to have a CD, but this one does not. That's what I put in the listing, that it does not have a CD. Make sure and include all that information in your listing. A Dragon Apparent by Norman Lewis from 1957, sold for $27.60. Got lots of photos in there. And then this last one is signed. It sold for $23 plus shipping. The Children of Lyre, Evangeline Walton. To the signature right there. So all different types of books, all different types of items. That's why I like to get good at figuring out what's going to sell, no matter what the media is, whether I'm buying it, getting it in a trade, or getting it as a donation. Doing the research is really important on eBay to make sure it's something that can sell. And even if it takes a while to sell, that it sells for good money. And then there's ones that take much longer than you thought, don't sell for very much, and you know not to sell that again. Something fun to share with you guys as I'm going through all the books in those 20 boxes. This is probably half, maybe actually less than half of the amount of Stephen King books I found in this recent donation, 20 box donation. I've already split the first ones I went through between both locations. I could have kept everything together and sold it in one giant lot on eBay, but I would rather have all of these in my stores and people to see them and go, oh, look at all the Stephen Kings, look at all the Stephen Kings. That is a way to build a good reputation. It's a good way to build repeat customers, to have a good selection so that people know that you have quality books, that I have quality books, my stores have quality books. They can come and they're not just going to find stuff that they're going to find at a thrift store, which, you know, fine, but it's going to be organized, it's going to be a good selection, good prices, and they're going to come back. So I'm excited to go through these and see if there's anything in here individually that's worth selling online. But there's always, you know, some random first editions, that kind of thing. That Christine looks really nice. I'd have no idea if it's first edition. I like that cover. Cujo looks pretty cool. We'll see. I'll look them up and I'll let you know. Hello. Finishing up the day in the store. My work day is almost done. I'm going to list a few things at home. Today in the store, it is Monday still. It was on and off. It was relatively slow, but I did have some people come in the beginning. Sold some stuff to repeat customers and had at least one new person come in, but that's how Monday started. We'll see how it goes the rest of the week. I did find 3 or 4, I think 4 other Stephen King books that I'm going to sell on eBay. First editions, I believe it was the Christine, and there was a couple others. They are not, they are first edition book club editions, so they're not actual first editions. I looked up Carrie. If you remember, I had Carrie there, the classic Stephen King book, which then became a movie. And I found a copy that was without the dust jacket and a rough condition hardcover copy of the actual first edition, and it went for $825. So if you had a first edition Carrie book with the dust jacket in good to very good condition, you're probably going to get over $1,000 for that. I would assume, based on just that one sold comp. I mean, because that copy was rough. So unfortunately, nothing like that in there. That would have been pretty fun to share that with you. But it's still some good stuff. You know, most of the stuff I found was going to be between like $40 to $70. So it's kind of the range I like, is about 30 to 70 is where I saw a lot of my is where I've lately been listing most of my items, other than ones that are going to sell pretty quickly. I'll go lower on those, but I did find some good ones. And of course, I still have a ton of boxes to go. I cleared out the ones that were over here, and now I've got all of these. 1, 2, 3, that's 4, that's 8, 9, 10. I still have 11 to go. Is that 11? Yes. So still got a ways to go, but it's fine. I am finding good stuff. Going to list it all as I go through it. And I wanted to get through these CDs that I got in over the weekend. Not that many, about a crate's worth. It was a trade. So it's going to be probably all, or most, if not all, CDs that are going to go into my store, in my retail store. And I don't know if I'll find anything to sell online, but we will see, just based on what I'm seeing so far. But still, it's going to be a lot of good stuff to put in the store to plug holes and popular artists and groups that people buy. Just, you know, random stuff. Like people will buy Britney Spears, people will buy Simply Red, people will buy Madonna, people will buy, well, Beatles, of course. You know, I could go on and on. People will buy all kinds of stuff. The artists that you think of when you think of popular, even like different genres, right? So it's good. I found that it's good to have as many of those types of artists and groups on hand, so that when people come in, they're looking for particular artists, you know, that I'm going to have it basically. And then have, of course, the more niche stuff, the lesser known artists and groups, but they fall within a certain genre or niche that somebody might be looking for. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I will pick it up tomorrow. And I'm excited about the week. Put out some good stuff, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.